Once upon a time, bad bitch Eva villain lived in the city.
Leo, Leo. I wanted to do a mini grocery haul. So at one point in my life, I was juicing carrots, spinach, ginger, and my favorite thing was carrot, ginger, turmeric, shots, immunity shots, or just shots. But my juicer is stored, so I've resorted to just compromising, and I got myself this Boathouse Farms carrot juice, and the ingredient says just carrot juice. So I am looking forward. I prefer fresh natural juicing, but I'm just gonna settle for this for now, and I wanted to mix it with ginger. Ginger and carrot juice with a dash of turmeric is my favorite drink, and normally I would use fresh ginger also, but I want to continuously, and I was thinking of getting fresh ginger and just grating it, but I'll do that. I'm just gonna settle for this as an alternative for now. I also got me some fresh avocados. I love avocado with soy sauce drizzled in it, and I just scoop it out of its skin and eat it. I did get some bananas because I do make myself a yogurt, banana, blueberry, spinach, seeds smoothie every morning as for my breakfast before on a work day. And I also wanted to get back into drinking teas because I hear tea is good for you. In Chamorro, we say tsaw, and I got this blue butterfly pea tea because I'm just drawn to the blue color. And I love tea. I was really into tea at one point in my life, and then I stopped, but I'm back into it, and I hear that tea is very good for you. At one point in my life, once again, I think this was back in, it was before Celine was born, so it was quite a while back then. I was obsessed with teas, and I just drank all kinds of teas except for Rui Boy. I could never figure out how to pronounce that tea, but it's Rui Boy is like a red tea. It originates from Africa, and it's a decaf tea, but it's the one tea I didn't like the flavor of, but I love all the other types of tea, and I did go through a tea obsession at one point in my life, and then I strayed away from it. But now I am getting back into it, and I wanted to start off with this blue butterfly pea tea. And then I did get this cauliflower crust flatbread. And because I do practice a gluten-free diet, and I do love pizza, but of course, gluten-free. So I found this cauliflower crust pizza, which runs out a lot at my local Walmart neighborhood market. But I was able to grab one today, and this is what I'm having for lunch. And at Ross, I did buy this Modern Beauty 5 makeup brush set. This was $10, and the reason why I got this is because if you watched my previous video, I did get a blush and highlighter palette from Ipsy. I'll share a screen. I'll post a picture of it here, and I wanted to use that product in a much better application method, and it's powder, so I can't use my hands. So I wanted to get like a couple of brushes for like highlighter and for the blush, for that specific blush palette. And I'm excited to see the end results of that palette using appropriate brush.
Is it done?
You're not blowing it hard enough.
I am.
Okay, I think that's it.
No. Wait. Yeah, no.
We're not eating that cake, guys. Nobody's eating that cake.
Bro, still?
Wait.
That's it.
That's
No,
not.
that's it.
No,
That's
that one's not right. Promise it's still gonna lie back up. I told you guys. That's it.
I think you get it.
her space. Look at how nicely done it is. She added these lace curtain panels to frame her shop, and look at how beautifully decorated she did. She has this fireplace set up, and some of my favorite pieces in her shop, this needlepoint artwork. She has her cards here. Really nice. I love this piece too. She's hauntingly beautiful. Another favorite piece of mine is this Francoma pottery. Look at these cane wingback chairs in perfect condition. I mean, in regards to the caning and, the structure, I love how she mixed these prints and it still looks nice. Let's see, another one of my favorite pieces is that boob face right up there. This is a boob face, which is a pretty cool piece. Another one of my favorite pieces is this duck-shaped decanter. How cute is that? And more of my favorite pieces are these art books. I have one of those. I did buy one, but I want to get that one next. Hee, that's funny. Ashes of ex-husband and vacation money. Another one of my favorite pieces is this cherub tiny wall hanging. I love that piece. And this IKEA aluminum platter. IKEA. This IKEA lamp. And this pedestal, just gorgeous. And of course this Kilim stool, Kilim fabric stool. Love it. I wanted to start off this video talking about my face, and if you can clearly see that the color on my face is a different tone from my actual body color, and that's because I have on this Australian Gold mineral sunscreen, and we all know that mineral sunscreen really leaves this white cast on your face. I wear contacts, and so everything prescription contacts. So I have to be very particular about the sunscreen that I put on because it will sting my eyes, and it that's not going to work. So I do specifically look and hunt for tear-free, something that won't hurt or sting my eyes. So excuse the difference in tone. I'm thinking about mixing this because this is so good. Like it doesn't even hurt a single bit. But I don't like the white cast it leaves on my face. So I was thinking about maybe getting a toner and mixing it with this, which will probably leave me with a bit more, less of a white cast. And so I did get this from TJ Maxx. It was $10. And I love this brand, Australian Gold. I've used this before in a tinted form, and that tinted form worked perfect. Like it worked so well. And the leaves are blue, I think, on that tinted form. But this was what I found. And what you are seeing, this sheen on my on my décolleté neck area and my arms is sweat because whoo, it's hot in here. I had the dryer running, the clothes dryer running, and it's pretty hot in here. And we do have an air conditioning unit in here, but I don't want it on. I just love the silence. Anyway, so I do have this shimmer oil on, and this is a shimmer oil. It's Vanilla Baby Luxury Body Oil that I did get from a prior Allure subscription beauty box. And what I do is I dab this onto this 9 West body brush that I did. I did get this body brush from Ross. It was $5 at my local Ross, and this is what I use to apply oil, that shimmer body oil, onto my body. And there were other options, but I went with this one. I loved the color. I loved the color, and I loved the aesthetic look of this, so this is what I went with, and this was $5 at my local Ross. And this is currently the shimmer body oil that I'm using. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is, let's see, should I stray from beauty and skincare or stay on the topic for? I think I'll share my Ipsy subscription box for the month of March. And with Ipsy, you get to choose, I think, 3 of your products the first 3 days of the month. You have that time period to choose 3 full-size products, and then Ipsy chooses the other 2. You get a total of 5 full-size. If I'm mistaken, I'll post it here. The actual types you get, the actual size of the type, the products that you get. But I think it's 5 full size products, and the first 2 or 3 days of the month you get to personally choose the 3 that you want, and then Ipsy chooses the other 2. But one of the things that I got in March's beauty box is this Kors Pure Greek Olive. This is olive. It's like an olive. Sorry, excuse me. It's a body cream. It's honey pear, and it's by the brand Kors. And I will share the prices on all of these, but I got all of these products for under the $35 a month subscription. I also got, so I am out of eye cream. And in my skincare routine, eye cream is one of those products that I use diligently. And I didn't have to buy any. I ran out. I thought, oh, I need to buy eye cream. But then I got my March box, and I got this eye cream in it. And it is Soroki. It is this brand. And it's a Vita Tangerine. It's a Spotlight eye cream, green tangerine. And I was looking at the back, and I think this is a Korean brand. It's a Korean brand eye cream, and just really, I'm happy that I have an eye cream. I don't have to go out and buy one. Sorry, is my lighting very... Oh, it is just... So, anyway, eye cream that came in my March Ipsy full-size beauty box. I also got this Artist Couture Supreme Nudes eyeshadow palette, and if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I don't wear eyeshadow at all. Not at all. I never have. I did get this eyeshadow palette it has like these three shimmer colors and then all these other matte colors. And like I said, I don't use eyeshadow, but I think I'm fine dabbling and experimenting with it just to share with you. And I just love the colors in this palette. It does come with a full-length mirror, but of course, you know. And it is Supreme Nudes Artist Couture. Another item I got in the Ipsy box is this Sella clay mask, and I haven't used this product because I wanted to share these items. I think the only item I have used out of this box for now is a primer. So the other product that I did get is this illuminating primer gel, and it's by Cheekbone. And the reason why I've used this product is what happened was, like I said, I needed to get sunscreen, and I was experimenting. I bought a variety of sunscreens, experimenting which one would sting my eyes and which wouldn't. And I had a spray type of sunscreen, and the spray sunscreen wasn't really working well with with this palette. Remember this palette that I got from before I got sunscreen, because I had run out of sunscreen, and then I forgot to replace, to get more sunscreen. So for like a month or two or 3 months, I obliviously was just applying all my skincare minus sunscreen. So then I was like, oh my God, I need to get sunscreen. And I had like a spray type, but before that, I got this in February, and I was applying this all over my face, and the glow I was getting, I loved it. I loved applying this all over my face as a base, and then I would go in with the blush. But I bought a spray sunscreen, and I couldn't use this on my face. So what I needed, I figured, was a cream type of highlight. So before that, in February, I was applying, all my skincare products, moisturizer, etc., and then it would blend into my skin. And then after that, I could put this powder all over my face, and it was fine. But then what happened was, I bought a spray sunscreen, and it was leaving like this oily texture on my face. So because I had that oily sunscreen texture, I couldn't use this powder highlight and the powder blush. So I switched to an illuminating, like liquid highlighter and jelly blush, and I'll share that with you. So I changed to this, which allowed me to just effortlessly. So with that wet, like the wet type of sunscreen, the spray, I was also able to use this Cheekbone illuminating primer. I would mix it in, I would just apply this all over my face, and hence that's why I was using this product. But this is that Cheekbone illuminating primer. Here, let me share a swatch of it on my hand. So this is that Cheekbone illuminating primer, and I was using this on my face. And I did get this in the March Ipsy beauty box. Another new way that I've incorporated, a new thing that I've incorporated into my routine, my makeup routine, my very simple makeup routine is jelly cheek tint. And I did get this from TJ Maxx. It was $5 for a 2-pack. And you get this kind of like a peachy color and this pinkish color. And I know jelly makeup has been around for a while now, but it's new to me. I've never tried it, and I tried this, and oh my god, I am obsessed because I did have this powder form which I loved, but I needed a cream or a type of like a wet type of. And jelly makeup has been around a while, but it's new to me, and this is what I have on. And hold on, let me get close. So this is my makeup. What I have on is just the sunscreen, the Australian Gold sunscreen. I have on this specific cheek jelly tint, and I love the flushed sunburnt look. I have a small spatter of freckles. I am wearing my prescription colored contacts, and these are Himalayan brown from TTDI. I will share it here. I get so many compliments on these contacts of mine, and they're not blue, they're not green, they're actually called Himalayan brown. I've started just like coloring like my upper, whatever is that called, like a waterline, just the upper part of my eye thing. And this is what I've been using, is this Ofra black pencil eyeliner, and I think I got this in either my Ipsy beauty box or an Allure beauty box in the past, but this is so good. And all I do with this is I just color in my inner lash, my upper lid, the inner waterline area, and then I just do like a small wing, and that's it. And then, of course, I fill in my brows with the Anastasia brow. And then today's lipstick color is YSL's. This is, here, let me, I do have on this YSL lip color in the number, what is 314, in the number 314. And I did get this from Shein, and I think these were probably gifts that you get when you purchase, and probably these weren't, so I don't know, but this is like YSL lipstick that I got off of Shein for I think $11, and this is the color 314, and it's YSL, and I love this. I love that. Let me do a swatch of this YSL. So this is the YSL lipstick in the color 314. It's kind of like a terracotta, kind of like a brick terracotta color, and I love it. I love this color. YSL Shein for $11. Okay, now real quick, so I wanted to talk about, so spring, one of my favorite chic looks for spring isn't your typical pink, pastels, yellow. Chic spring for me is turquoise colored jewelry, against white, beige, creams, linen, and not just turquoise color, but stone, like these like muted orange tones against linen, cream, turquoise against black. That is my favorite way to elevate and to bring to wear a more sophisticated spring look versus your average, light yellow, light pink. There's nothing wrong with that. I love that. I wear that also. But I love turquoise and like muted oranges with white for sophisticated. Give me turquoise colored jewelry, muted oranges against whites and creams and linen. Give me turquoise against black for like a more sophisticated spring look. So I wanted to really touch on the subject of like food, nutrition, and one of the things that I've started doing is I've just started drinking like these probiotic drinks, and they sell them in like packs. And what I do is I work most of the time. I work 5 days a week. So on the days that I work, I do drink one of these shots in the morning. And hold on, I need to drink mine today. Cheers. Cheers. So good. Excuse me. One thing I wanted to share is, again, this is just how advanced Japan is. This drink is something that I'm seeing in the United States, and I'm not trying to put down the US when I share these stories. I'm just trying to, I guess, share how advanced how advanced Japan is, like for instance, because it was through Japan that we were drinking this back when I was like 7 or 8 years old, which would have been back in 1976. This was on the island, and we would drink it as little kids. I was like 8 years old, and I remember this drink since that time of my life. This and the other glass bottle, it's this mini glass brown amber bottle, and it has like high C or something on it, and it has like a metal top, and it looks like, we used to call it baby beer. We used to call it, because it was like these tiny glass jars, amber brown jars, and those were probiotic also, and it was like a fizzy. These were more of like a milk, and it was Yakult. When I was 8 years old back on the island, we were drinking these, and it was the Yakult brand, and it was because of Japan. I'll try and find a picture of that brown bottled drink that we were drinking also back in 1976, and that was more of like a fizzy clear drink, and the Yakult was more of like a creamy milk type of drink. But back in 1976, we were drinking these and this, and then now I see it all over the US within the last like 3 years. I think I see it predominantly now, but this was something that we were like drinking back in the 70s, like, yeah. So okay, so sorry, I stray. I know I stray. I'm sorry. This vlog is kind of like all over the place. On the days that I work, I drink these, which is sometimes like 5 days out of the week. And then on the days that I don't work, on the days that I'm off, I take this. I eat kimchi as a kind of like, for my prebiotic of the day. I don't do this on my work days because I don't want to burp and then have the smell of kimchi. Kimchi is fine. I don't think it's unpleasant for me. It's not an unpleasant odor. It's just a food odor that I don't find offensive at all. I love it. But other people do. So, I take that into consideration. But I eat kimchi and I take this instead of pill form for my probiotics. Another thing that I eat sprouts for years. I've incorporated it. I've incorporated into my diet, but then I haven't in a while since I moved back to San Diego. But I'm back on that again, and I do sprouts. Like I add this to my salads. I add it to my smoothies. I add like quite a handful of these into my morning smoothies, and I do get a strong flavor of earthiness, but I don't mind it. I love it. And this one's alfalfa, broccoli, and kale sprouts or microgreens. Another thing I wanted to share is, oh my God. So I eat a balance of everything. I don't really look at the nutrition label. I don't read the label. I eat everything. I like to juice naturally. I take juice shots. I make my own juice shots. I do my own bone broth. I'll buy a rotisserie chicken, debone it, keep the bones, boil it, and I'll just drink the bone broth. I don't I'm going to save this bone broth for my cooking. No, I specifically boil the bones just to drink. And I don't go through the whole extensive you got to put all this stuff in there. I just boil the bones, add some chicken bouillon to it, add some turmeric, add some ginger, and I drink it as a regular drink like tea. So another thing that I wanted to share is this ghost pepper ranch salad. Ghost pepper ranch, spicy. Look at the spice level. I love spicy food. I love it. Back on the island, we have these very tiny peppers, chili peppers, that grow wild, and then some people gather all that, and then they crush it and blend it and turn it into a paste. So you have the fresh option of the actual tiny chili pepper, or the blended version, and the hot level of that it's crazy. It's spicy. So I love spicy food, and it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't. I love spicy food. It doesn't give me heartburn. I love spicy food. Hence my excitement when I came across ghost pepper ranch dressing. Like I mentioned earlier, I love getting rotisserie chicken. I'll debone it. I'll keep the bones, and I would boil it and make myself bone broth for me to drink that day, just so that the bones don't go to waste. And in my bone broth, I'll add some ginger, turmeric, and I'll drink it. And then the meat, I'll put aside some for the dogs, and I use them in my salads, in like tacos and quesadillas, and and multiple other options in regards to the shredded meat. And people rave about the Costco rotisserie, but I tried the Costco, the Walmart rotisserie, and Winco. The Costco chicken, though bigger in size, was the least. The winner was Winco rotisserie chicken. If you've ever had Winco rotisserie chicken, you'll clearly know what I'm talking about. It is so good, so flavorful, and it's like $5. And then the Walmart rotisserie chicken comes in second. It is pretty good too, whichever one, traditional lemon pepper. And then third would be Costco. I don't know if it was just that Costco location in Oregon when I did try the Costco rotisserie, but it was just bland. I didn't like it at all. Winco rotisserie chicken is clearly the winner for me. Walmart rotisserie chicken comes in second, and the Costco chicken came in last. But a lot of people rave about. In regards to my hair today, I did use a diffuser. I used a diffuser, and I used this Aussie Miracle Curls mousse, and then I just blow dried my hair with a diffuser. And in the shower, I did use like Dove shampoo and Dove conditioner, and then I applied like a leave-in, and then I applied this Aussie Miracle Curls, and I used a diffuser, and this is today's hairstyle. Hence, like all these really pretty defined curls. Very wild, but I love it. I love the natural look, but it's not natural because I did use a diffuser. Today's Thursday, but this past Sunday I was able to go and have lunch with a really close friend of mine. She's also like my third cousin. Our moms are second cousins, I think, because I think our moms are first cousins, then our moms are second cousins, and then hence she's my third cousin, but she's also a really close friend of mine. We've known each other since we were little kids. We went to the same school. She's like 2 years, she was like 2 or 3 grades younger than me, but we've known each other our entire lives, and I love friendships like that. I really do. I love friendships like that. But on top of that, I love still being very close and connected to third cousins, which is very unusual and you don't come across a lot nowadays. She plays golf, and I have taken up the sport of golf, but I'm not as diligently playing it as much as she is. And so we had lunch at like a nearby golf range, and it was nice. We sat outdoors. We just had a drink. I had an Aperol Spritz. She had a dirty margarita, a dirty martini, and we had like appetizers, and it was nice. We it was nice catching up and stuff, and we had a really nice ladies lunch. But I did want to share the outfit that I wore that day. I didn't take pictures of her and I. We were just so busy, catching up and talking. But when I got back home, I figured, I want to do like maybe an outfit of the day picture. And so I did. And this is what I wore. What I've been noticing a lot lately are these corset style dresses. I've seen them at Target. I got one, as a matter of fact, from Target, but I ended up returning it because I didn't like the fit on me. But I've gotten a couple from Ross. I've seen some at Old Navy. So these corset style spring summer dresses, I'm seeing them all over, and that's what I'm wearing here. It's in this black color, and it has like this corset style tie in the back, and then corset style up on the upper part of your body. And I'm wearing it with like my two-tone mules. These are by the brand Soda. I might have gotten them from Ross a couple of years ago. My shoes aren't new. The dress I got last month. I have so much stuff to share. I have like quite a lot of things that I want to share as a haul, but I think I can't possibly share them all, or else this vlog would turn into a 2-hour vlog, which is just, not feasible. People don't have 2 hours of their lives to waste on an individual. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a mini Salvation Army haul and a swap meet haul. It's a combo. It's something I found at Salvation Army and something that I purchased at the Kobe's swap meet a couple of months ago, but I never got around to sharing. And let me go. Okay, so this is, I have one right here, right next to me. So the first thing I wanted to share is a Salvation Army find. And it is this large champagne bucket. And you could see that I've already started to kind of like polish it. But I have been wanting to come across this I have been wanting to find this at a Salvation Army since I've been thrifting, and I found this for $8. I am so excited. Look at how huge this is. And I can't wait to polish it. You could see the difference. This is part that has been polished, and this is the tarnished part. But $8 for this champagne bucket, Salvation Army. The other item I wanted to share with you, and this I got like a couple of months ago when I was always frequenting the swap meets, and it's huge. This is like it's great drawings of all time, the 20th century. This is huge. It is heavy, but this is the book, and this is two books like this, and I did get this at Kobe Swap Meet at one of the vendors, and they're both the same size. I have the other one in my car, but this was the best find ever, and I want to do some of the artwork in these books. I can't wait to draw some of the art pieces, the artwork that you see in these books. And it's huge. It is so heavy, and that's a 2-piece. If you've noticed, behind me is a curtain, and this is actually a closet. Our closet, it's like a large industrial shelving unit, and I've added a rod, and I've added these curtains for my background. We are in our bedroom, which is also this. We actually live in a studio type setting. My baby and I, this is his space, but I've done this. These are like linen curtains that I did get from Amazon. I'll share it here with you. And I wanted if you are looking for more curated vintage items, you can visit the Mart. I will share a QR code for my daughter's TikTok account, and she is so talented. She's just my daughter. She's just so talented, and everything she does is just so effortlessly chic. I just can't. I admire her talent so much, and she's just very low radar. She's low radar, but her talent is just really low radar, and I admire her. And this is a QR code that will lead you to her TikTok account. I wanted to also maybe incorporate a mini Shein haul into this vlog. And I did get a lot of like high-end designer perfumes from Shein. One of them is this Salt and Stone vetiver. I think this was vetiver. I will post a screenshot of it here, but I did get this Salt and Stone body spray from Shein for you won't believe the price. I think I got this for $8. I will share a screenshot of it up here. I also got this Gucci another perfume that I got from Shein is this Gucci Bloom perfume, and I love these smaller sizes. I love them because I don't want perfume that has been around for 8 years, and I have so many, but of course my favorite is Chanel number 5. And but I love fragrance, I love perfume. So this is Gucci Bloom. I did get this from Shein, and I will share a screenshot of it here and how much I did get it for. But Gucci Bloom, normally these are like $38, $40, like, you know, at Ulta, Sephora, or whatever, but I did get it from Shein for this price. And then this one, another Shein perfume, another perfume that I got through Shein is this Tutti Twilly de Hermes, and I love the scent, and I shared this in a previous vlog, that's why I'm almost done. But I love these sizes. This is what I mean, like I get to try like so many high-end perfumes at really low prices, and you know, if I don't like it, it works out fine. I'm not left with a huge bottle. I'm not left with a huge price on getting it, and I love it. And I change it all the time. Like I'll use like Twilly for my perfume. I'll use like Twilly, but I also use perfume as a deodorant. Ooh, that smells so good. I use perfume as my deodorant. These are like my armpits. Like I don't sweat a lot, and I don't get like armpit odor. All I do is I just like spritz perfume, and that's it. I'm good for the day. And I'm just very lucky in that sense. My daughter asked me like, Mom, what do you use? And if I do have to choose using deodorant, it would be roll-on. I love the roll-on style of deodorant, but they're so hard to find. I mean, you go to a store and you have like 20 sticks, solids, and maybe just one option of a roll-on. But I use perfume as my deodorant. My dress is from Shein. I'm also, this summer, this spring, like I mentioned, I am going back to the island, hopefully for like 3 months at the most. Maybe, you know, if it takes longer, I'm going back to renovate a couple of houses that my daughters and I own. We built those houses when I was 21 years old, I think. And we built them, and when I say we, I mean my parents helped me, you know, build those houses. They built them for my daughters and I, and they were built, and I've never renovated them since the early 90s. And the island is tropical. It's humid. It's always in the 80s. It's a tropical, humid climate, and And then just spring and summer out here also in San Diego. I'm really wanting to incorporate like an eyelet cotton wardrobe for spring and summer 2026 for myself. Linen and I'm seeing a lot of like the white eyelet, just eyelet. It's just very romantic, flowy, light look, vibes that it gives. And this dress fits that description to a T. And I did get this from Shein, and I got it in a size medium. I'm going to share a screenshot of the dress that I have on, and I love it. It's lined. I'm wearing it in a size medium, and this is the vibe that I'm going for spring, summer, like eyelet, white, turquoise. It's the color palette that I'm loving, but of course I embrace all the other color palettes too. So I have so much more stuff, but I couldn't possibly get it all in this vlog. But I'm going to share these last 3 products from Walmart. If you watched my previous vlog, you will see that I did focus on this Equate Rose Water. This is a Walmart brand rose water cleansing towelette. I love the color. I love the packaging. It's 40 wipes, and I think this was like 2 some, but oh my gosh, if you watch my previous vlog, you'll see that I share that I like keeping these towelettes next to my bedside. So when I wake up in the mornings, I'll grab one and I will wipe my face with it, because we're human, we get like goopy eyes sometimes, and we've been asleep for 8 hours and there's like dead skin cells, blah blah whatever. I shower in the mornings, but I don't like wash my face until I step in the shower. So I grab one of these and I wipe my face with it. So I wake up in the mornings, I grab one of these, 1 or 2, and then I wipe my entire face, my mouth, my eyes, my entire face with this. And this rose water scent is just, it's so luxurious. And then, I'll go and prepare my coffee, and then I'll come back to bed and I'll sit in bed and watch my shows while I have my coffee. Then I'll floss my teeth, I'll pick my teeth, floss, pick, and then I'll do my water flosser, brush my teeth, do my tongue scraper, and then gargle with mouthwash. Then I'll step in the shower. That is my morning routine always. But I start off with a wipe of this, and it's just so pretty. Another item, Walmart item that I got is this cashmere skin. It's a ultra hydrating body lotion. It has it's a ceramide blend, shea butter, and hyaluronic acid. And this is I did get this from my local Walmart. I love the look of it, the color. These colors are just so pretty on your bedside table. I just really sophisticated, chic colors. And I did get these from Walmart. And this one is Scent Theory Cashmere Skin, hyaluronic acid, ceramides in this. Oh my gosh, I'm just loving my hair. I'm just loving this fullness, my curls. But anyway, so the last item I wanted to share, and this I did get at my local Walmart in store, are these Roland escargots. These are canned. They are escargot. They are not in shells. And I love escargot. I think I might have been 18 years old. This is back in, let me see the year. I was probably 17 years old when I had my first taste of escargot. This was back on the island. It was at the, one of the nicest islands on the hotel. It was at a dinner. I can't remember what type, what the dinner was for, but I definitely remember ordering escargot, and I ordered escargot that night. I was 17 years old, and oh my God, it was so good. I fell in love with escargot. So what happened was, every time I see escargot on a menu, you can bet that I'll order it. So what happened was, in during COVID, everything was shut down, etc. And I was online, Walmart online, and I saw that they had escargot online at Walmart during the COVID shutdown in 2020. So I ended up ordering escargots, and I was able to luxuriously eat escargot during a shutdown when all these restaurants that might have served escargot were shut down, and it was really nice. When all the restaurants unfortunately were closed because of shutdown during COVID, I was just very pleased that I could still have escargot at home, because thanks to Walmart carried it. And so then 2020, and then I forgot all about it. And then I remembered once again about escargot and Walmart, and I was able to find this at an actual in-store location, and I got like 3 cans of escargot, and I can't wait to eat these. I don't have the escargot plate because I don't want to deal with the shells. You can buy and order the shells separate, but I'll just put these on like an escargot plate. And I don't have the escargot plate. I most likely will order it from Amazon or from Walmart. But for now, I figured I could just put these in one of in like a mini tin, which is the same thing. Just put dabs of butter and herb on it, and just stick it in my toaster oven, and voila, I've got escargot, and I love it. So if you love escargot, you might be able to find these at your in-store, in an actual in-store location, at your local Walmart. We all have like our favorite flowers, and I went to Trader Joe's recently to see their flower selection, and this protea and eucalyptus combination ended up being my favorite at Trader Joe's, and I think this was $6.99. This vase is this footed vase is vintage. It's thrifted from either Goodwill or Salvation Army that I got months ago, 6 months ago, I think. But this protea flower combo eucalyptus is currently my favorite flower option from Trader Joe's. I love the simplicity of it. Real quick before I say goodbye, I wanted to share my nails. So my nails these are kind of like the chrome. They are chrome, and these are press-on, glue-on nails that I've stocked up on from the Dollar Tree. They are this really pretty, just gorgeous rose gold color. I'll share a screenshot of it here or a video clip of it here. I'll take it from, outside in natural light, but this is from the Dollar Tree. It's, Dollar Tree's brand, LA Colors. It carries the LA Colors brand, but it's just beautiful. $1.25, and just so pretty, just really pretty. And that's it for my vlog. Thank you for watching this vlog, for sticking with me all the way to the end. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.
And she lived happily ever after.